He was a rookie in the Bundesliga with Birmingham just 5 years ago. After 5 years, he is headed toward being an EAFC cover star. Jude Bellingham's career has advanced quickly, yet he is currently not in the spotlight. To be precise, how good is he? Bellingham's professional life started at home. On June 29, 2003 in Stourbridge, he was born. His mother Denise raised him and his younger brother Jude, while his father Mark was a previous professional. The absurd thing is that Bellingham had no initial interest in football. Oh my God, he was more interested in kicking the grass than in playing on the field. Bellingham's ascent to prominence began when he joined the club's under-8 team, however, once things started to click for him. By the time 2018 rolled around, Bellingham was growing into a man. He participated in the under-18 squad at the age of 14 and the under-23 team at the age of 15. But Bellingham was about to achieve much greater achievements because at the beginning of the 1920 season, he was creating history. Bellingham broke the record for the youngest player in Birmingham's history during the Carabao Cup match versus Portsmouth, holding the record for more than 49 years. Although Bellingham's debut was unsuccessful, there were a lot of encouraging things to see when he played, and I doubt that anyone could have predicted how quickly he would become well known. In the championship match, Birmingham was hosting Stoke City at home. When Bellingham entered the game in place of Jefferson Montero, the score was knotted at 1. The game-winning goal was scored by the then 16-year-old wonder boy turned clutch king. It didn't stop there either, as he scored again in the following game against Charlton Athletic. When he was 16, he would score for Birmingham in back-to-back games. The only thing I could consistently bag when I was 16 was Instagram direct message rejections. Bellingham was an eye-opener in Birmingham. He'd already been compared to some of the greatest, including his idol Zidane, but everyone believed that Steven Gerrard was the player he truly emulated. To be honest, there was merit to the analogies. His ability to push the ball, get into tackles, and establish himself as the team's focal point was quite uncommon, and it seems that the award people noticed it too. Despite winning November's Young Player of the Month award, he remained unfazed. He was able to maintain concentration and had a fantastic season. Bellingham was a revelation at the conclusion of his first full season of professional baseball. In his first season as a 16-year-old, he made 44 appearances, contributing 2 assists and 4 goals from central midfield. After winning the Birmingham Young Player of the Year and Young Player of the Season awards, Bellingham appeared to be ready to advance into the upcoming campaign. However, everything changed in the summer. Large English teams began showing interest in Bellingham in January 2020. Although Bellingham was courted by Manchester United, he had already made up his mind by summer. Though he was just 17 years old, he had already become a man and taken his first significant professional step. He had recently signed a $25 million contract to play for Borussia Dortmund. The fact that Bellingham didn't have an official professional contract with Birmingham because he was still 16 years old really simply served to highlight the kind of guy he is both on and off the field. He had the option to sign with Dortmund for free in order to make the deal more uncomplicated when he made his club debut. But he came to see that Birmingham had given him the opportunity to grow and become this good. Instead, he signed the deal after he became 17 years old. When the COVID-19 economic crisis struck, the money paid for him rescued the club, and in exchange, Birmingham bid adieu to a legend in Bellingham. His number 22 jersey was retired. At first, the decision was divisive, but it was clear why after information about Bellingham's contributions to the club surfaced. Bellingham's focus shifted to Borussia Dortmund at this point, and he was making waves at his new team as well. He exuded confidence as seen by his willingness to engage in duels and demonstrate his skills and mindset right from the start. This guy is a huge asset to our team, and that much was evident right away. This man was Roman Bürki, one of Dortmund's goalies during the time Jude arrived. In his first week of training, he must have hit a few home runs past him, I'm pretty sure. Bellingham's growth at Dortmund followed up with Birmingham in terms of speed. In the DFB Pokal match against MSV Duisburg, he made his team debut, and yes, he missed the mark as well. Became the youngest goal scorer for Dortmund in the club's history on his official debut. Due to his skill and versatility, Birmingham played a variety of positions when he first joined Dortmund in order to determine which would be the greatest match for the team. With 4 goals and 4 assists in all competitions, Bellingham wrapped off his rookie campaign at Dortmund with plenty of talking points. However, the match at Signal Iduna Park against Manchester City was the one that really stood out for him. Even because Bellingham's performance was so incredible, Pep Guardiola had to have his birth certificate checked even though Dortmund lost the match. It's unbelievable, perhaps he is lying, he's so talented for only 17. Already impressed, Pep, well done, guy. Bellingham played a significant role in the England team's 2021 Euro run, helping them reach the final before losing to Italy on penalties. His first season of elite football was excellent all around. In addition to winning the October Goal of the Month title and the September Rookie of the Month honor, Bellingham also made the Bundesliga Team of the Season and took home the Young Player of the Season trophy at the end of the season, marking the first significant prize of his career overall. He was still only 17 once more. In contrast to his first season, in which he was more of a little player, it's established himself as a consistent starter and proven that he can produce the statistics up front. With 6 goals in 44 games that season, he increased his assist total from 4 in his rookie season to 14 in his sophomore campaign. For the second consecutive year, he was named to the Bundesliga squad of the season, but in 2022 to 2023, Bellingham had the entire world at his disposal. He was too good to play. Goals like this were the result of Bellingham playing in a more advanced role under Edin Perisic, who saw in him the ability to spearhead the attack from midfield. His weak foot is supposed to beat out one. That season, Bellingham reached whole new heights in his play. Bellingham increased their average shot-creating activities from 3.35 in 2021 to 22 to 4.35 in that same season, while playing in that number 8 box-to-box attacking role. His final third progressive ball carries were also higher, coming in at 2.52 in 2021 to 2022 and 3.24 in 2022 to 2023. His goal total, though, has to be the greatest improvement. Bellingham scored in his first Champions League group stage match and finished the season with 14 goals and 7 assists. In the global arena, the World Cup was held at the close of 2022. After being included in the English squad, Bellingham scored England's first goal of the World Cup in the opening matches against Iran. Despite the fact that England was eliminated in the quarterfinals, Bellingham had left his imprint. Jude nearly completed an amazing season by winning the Bundesliga at the end, but Dortmund lost the league championship on the last day. I'd assume that this was the turning moment in Jude's time in Germany, because he was traveling again the next summer. Everyone initially believed he was going to Liverpool. First goal in La Liga, then a goal in the Champions League. These were not isolated performances. Rather, Bellingham had established himself as Madrid's primary goal threat alongside players such as Rodrigo and Vinicius Jr. The guy had only been there for 3 months. He had 8 goals and 2 assists in his first 10 La Liga games, but his best performance of the year came in the El Clasico, which was at that stage Madrid's greatest game of the season. Before Bellingham appeared, Madrid's away match against Barca appeared to be lost. The team fell behind early in the season's opening El Clasico. Man, that second goal, my times. Everyone realized now that he was the real deal. He makes us forget that he is only 20 years old with his maturity. Carlo Ancelotti, his Madrid coach, still found it hard to accept that he was only 20 years old. Bellingham had an incredible debut season at Madrid. His 19 goals in La Liga were the third most for Madrid and the greatest total in the league. He also finished with 4 goals and 5 assists in the Champions League, where he set up the game that won the team's 15th championship.